What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another one of my videos. Thank you all so much for tuning in as always. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. We're coming to a close in this 2018 year and I plan to drop so much content next year. Hopefully, I'll talk about that later. And of course, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram platform where I do post outfit pictures here and there. And yeah, man, to all the new subscribers, welcome. Thank you all so much for tuning in and let's get right into today's video. Alright guys, so I thought I would start by discussing this chain here that I'm wearing. This was a collab from Sanj and Hunt & Clo. I was lucky enough to get one, so shout out to you, man. Thank you. And yeah, man, absolutely love the length of this chain, man. I think this is the perfect length for anyone that's kind of looking to get into jewelry and doesn't really want to do too much and just want to keep it simple. This is definitely a good first purchase. Now for me, I do wear jewelry already. I actually had a chain in the past that broke and I kind of just stopped wearing chains for a while now. But yeah, man, I was definitely looking forward into getting right into it, and this is a piece that I'm going to be incorporating into my day-to-day life and also into me styling certain pieces and just including this. I think it's definitely a piece that can elevate a look, that can sort of bring like an ensemble all together. So for me, it's definitely a must cop. I'll make sure to leave a link down below for you guys if any of you guys are interested. He also made a video just kind of talking about the whole process, the design. I know everything was handmade in London. The chain specifically comes from Italy. It's all sterling silver. Of course, as you guys know, Sanj always wears silver. So it's all sterling silver. And honestly, altogether, well done, man. Like, I think this is just such a great piece in terms of simplicity, wearability. I just think all around this was greatly designed. And also the fact that it was handmade made it a little bit expensive. I think they run around 200 pounds if I'm not mistaken. And he made only about 100 of these. I'll make sure to leave a link below for you guys to kind of check it out. If any of you guys are interested or have more questions on the jewelry, on the chain, just make sure to hit Sanj on his Instagram. I'll leave that below as well. So yeah, man, shout out to you. That's it on the jewelry. Now let's move on to what we've all been waiting for. I am so happy to have these in my wardrobe. We have the CK metal toe cap Chelsea boots, man. You guys know how long I've been eyeing these. I've been actually looking into getting these for about a year now. I absolutely love the fact that I was able to grab these and include them and have them into my wardrobe. I'm so happy with the purchase. Now, the only reason why I wasn't able to get this sooner is just because I couldn't justify spending that much money on a pair of boots. And on top of that, I had the Balenciaga harness boots that I was very much so enjoying wearing. I had just broken them in and they were feeling very comfortable. So yeah, man, I thought I'll give it a little more time, see if they're going a good discount at the end of the year. But I definitely knew that at some point I was gonna purchase these, man. So yeah, getting right into the pair. Now, first and foremost, I love the silhouette of this boot, man. I think that if anyone is kind of looking into grabbing a pair of boots and that's not too much out of their comfort zone, or that they're starting to explore with boots, I would highly suggest this, man. I think that it's a perfect boot to grab in terms of comfort, in terms of wearability, and in terms of just simplicity. Now, the metal toe cap, I feel like changes the whole look of a Chelsea boot. And I actually believe that that's probably one of the reasons why the price tag was so high and why so many people were able to grab them. Not only because Raf Simons was at CK, but also because the metal toe cap just accentuated and just made the whole Chelsea boot look so much better. Now, silhouette wise, like I said, I love them. In terms of the Cuban heel, it is literally the perfect length. I don't like my heels being too big just because I'm already 6'2". So if my boot can have just a small heel, it works perfectly for me. The Chelsea boot is patent leather, which means that it will crease as soon as you start wearing them. I wore them once for a night out and by the time I go home, I could see the crease all over. So yeah, man, you definitely need to take extra care. So yeah, man, Chelsea boot, there you have it. Now for me, I've already started styling these, man, and I absolutely love how versatile these are. I feel like I can style them with anything in my wardrobe, especially in terms of the pants that I have, in terms of like the jeans that I have. Like I did style them with my Nueve jeans. So yeah, I'm super happy with these, man. How do you guys feel about like Raf Simons leaving Calvin Klein? I mean, personally speaking, I thought that, you know, I was having a conversation once again with one of my boys, and we were kind of just going back and forth, and I honestly was saying that the biggest thing for me was just the price point of his clothing was just ridiculous, man. I thought that, like, I mean, you know, the turtleneck was probably the sort of like cheapest thing that you could find from Raf Simons at Calvin Klein. Like everything else was above $1,000. Everything else was like just extremely highly priced. And honestly, as soon as November hit and all the online retailers started going on sale, a lot of the Calvin Klein, Raf Simons Calvin Klein went on sale and automatically to like a 30, 40, 50% off discount. So yeah, man, I had like some of my clients text me like, hey, look, I found this Raf Simons Calvin Klein jacket for over like 70% off. So yeah, man, I honestly believe that, like, yes, it wasn't selling. And of course, as you know, with any company, if there's no profit being made, if you know, even if you're one of the greatest designer of all time, if you're not selling, you're out. So yeah, shout out to Raf though, he did his thing, and I thought, personally speaking, that the garments were amazing. I was actually thinking of grabbing a few more pieces in the upcoming year. So yeah, circling back to the Western boots, absolutely suggest these, man. Now for me, I did go through the size. I went with an IT42. I am an IT42, and I did go through the size. The only reason why I didn't go down a size was because there wasn't a half size. It was only 41 and then 42, and 41 I felt like would just be way too snug, because the 42 is already like a little bit snug. But as you guys know, like with my boots, what I tend to do is I do go just half a size down, or even just like normal size, because I know that they're eventually going to stretch and open up or like mold to your foot. So yeah, man, these were a little bit snug, but already, like after wearing them a few times, I can already feel how comfortable they are, and they've already started stretching a little bit. So yeah, man, I'm definitely not worried about the size. If anyone is looking to grabbing these, I'll highly suggest going to either half a size down if you want them to fit snug, because they will stretch a little bit, or just sticking true to size and they'll be super comfortable. The difference that I noticed very much so between the Balenciaga harness boot and this pair here is that the Balenciaga harness boot is extremely hard to walk in, and as well, it's not very comfortable. Like it took me like 2 weeks for me to actually start feeling comfortable in them and to actually be able to like walk for hours in them. The Calvin Klein Chelsea boot was comfortable right away. Highly suggest the pair, man. If you can get it at a discount, I'll rather have you get it at a discount, because the price tag, the retail price is just ridiculous. Like I wouldn't honestly advise anyone to spend that much money on a pair of Chelsea boots, basically. As well, for me, like I actually felt like the women's, because there's a women's pair as well, and I feel like every time I've seen it on dressed on a woman or styled by a woman, it just looks amazing, man. The Chelsea boot looks so good with like some of the Levi jeans that I've seen it styled with. You know, I know there's a couple like Instagram influencers that have styled these with like dresses and things like that, and it just looks amazing, man. So yeah, happy with these. I'll definitely be posting a couple pics in these. I've already taken some, so you know, if you don't follow me on my Instagram, make sure to follow me. There you have it, guys. Thank you all so much, man, for such a great year, man. I appreciate every one of you that stopped by, that subscribed, that's followed me on my Instagram platform. It's highly appreciated. I plan to drop way more content next year and be consistent with my YouTube. I think YouTube is one of the things that I want to be consistent in the most. I love shooting videos, and I want to collaborate. I want to travel. So yeah, man, thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time.